Thank you, Mr. Zabur. And Assemblymember Jim Patterson, you're recognized at your desk on the measure.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Members, rise also in strong support of H.R. 26. Today, on this floor, we are all Armenians. We are remembering them not just as those who came from somewhere else. We are remembering them as our friends, our loved ones, our neighbors, people we have grown to appreciate over the generations. Fresno, California has a large Armenian population. And being mayor of Fresno for 8 years, I had the opportunity to sit with so many of my Armenian friends and hear the stories of what happened to their families and their grandparents, their parents. And they came with the diaspora to places across our country, but they found themselves as well coming to Fresno, California. At first, they were not welcome. In fact, there are property deeds today that still say you can sell your property to anybody but, and they list a bunch of folks, and Armenians are listed. But resiliency and faith and family and hard work and persistence can pay off. And it certainly did for my Armenian friends. The little-known history of Fresno is that much of the city of Fresno today is built upon property owned by Armenians. If you search the top dogs of Fresno State University, you'll find Armenian names replete. But one of the things in getting to know Armenians is to understand their resilience and how they did not take being a victim to make them act like victims. They stood tall. They stood together. Their faith made them resilient and strong as well. And here they are today, significant leaders in Fresno. I just say you can't get elected to anything in Fresno, California if you don't love, appreciate, and get the support of Armenians. And that is so easy to do because they believe in the American dream. They believe in freedom and opportunity. They believe in faith and family. And they share that with others. When Vietnam fell and when Laos fell, Central California received a large influx of Hmongs. Who do you think were one of the most welcoming and caring groups in Fresno, California when these new arrivals came? It was Armenians. And they had a story to tell. And the story was, you're in the right place. People are going to care for you. Sooner or later, we'll move past all of this. And sure enough, today, Vietnamese, Cambodians, Hmongs are in places of leadership and authority. When I was mayor, we received the first wave. Today, the third generation are leaders, valedictorians, business owners, elected officials. There is a common thread between people who go through these kinds of atrocities. And make no mistake about it, there were atrocities in Vietnam and Laos as well as in Armenia. There's a shared kinship. And that kinship says, we understand. We know what you went through. We once were those who came, and we now are those who lead and who are prospering. And we want to hang on to your hand to bring you into this very same place. And that's what has happened in Central California and in Fresno. So I rise to say thank you to all of you who are saying we're not going to forget this. But I also wanted to rise in appreciation of what the Armenian diaspora in its beginning was a heartbreak. And it has now turned into something that is heartwarming. That's the good news of all of this. But we will not forget. We will not forgive. And as we ask ourselves, how then should we all live. We need to be the welcoming hand that grasps our Armenian friends when new people come in our midst. Welcome them not only as those who have come from somewhere else, but those who are in our neighborhood and have become us. And to my Armenian friends here in Fresno and across the Central Valley, I am so proud to represent you. You are the best of what it means to be Armenians, what it means to be Californians, and what it means to be Fresnans. We love you. Our hearts break for what you lost, but look at what you have won. God bless you.
Thank you, Mr. Patterson. And Assemblymember Gabriel, you're recognized at your desk on the resolution.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. I rise today on behalf of myself and also on behalf of the California Legislative Jewish Caucus